What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the benefits of cold water therapy, and it's fitting because I've actually got some water behind me. Anyway, in the video I will tell you the benefits of it and then I'll finish with how to actually do it yourself. So, the first benefit of getting in cold water, putting yourself in cold water, is the endorphins that you get from it. You feel good after you go in cold water. It's just a thing. Just like when you feel good after you exercise, you feel good after being in cold water. And I'll tell you a story of this actually being true. Last night, I was in the sea when it was dark. I was just by the beach and I thought, I really want to get in that sea. You know, it's looking tempting. And it was dark. I couldn't see what was under, you know, the water. There might have been sharks there and things. And I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go in. So I went in. Once I was in there, I was so full of energy. And when I got out after a minute, I couldn't contain my energy, you know, I couldn't hold it in. I had to let it out. So I was going, see, as I was running out the sea, and then I was going, I see, Hala Madrid. I was just full of beans. I was just full of energy. I was on cloud nine just from being in the cold water. So it does give you energy. It does make you feel good. So that's why doing cold water therapy in the morning, like getting in a cold shower, is good for you as well, because it just gives you the energy for your day. Imagine before a workout, if you go in a cold shower at home and then you go to the gym, that cold shower is going to give you energy. You don't even need caffeine. You don't even need pre-workout if you have a cold shower beforehand. The next reason why cold water therapy is so good is because it's good for recovery. Now, there is a famous footballer called Erling Haaland. You might know him. He scored in the Champions League last night against Napoli. Sorry for the noise of this boat going past, but it looks pretty cool. Anyway, Erling Haaland scored in the Champions League against Napoli for Manchester City. And then he put on his Snapchat story a video of him doing an ice bath midnight. So I'll play that here.
Sometimes in life, you gotta do things you really don't want to do. And right now, one of the last things I want to do is go in an ice bath.
Yep. And if you have a look at my TikTok, I actually did this after being inspired from his video, and I made a little edit. Have a look at my TikTok for that one. I'll play a little snippet of it here.
One of the last things I want to do
is get in an ice bath.
Yep.
Anyway, so there's a professional athlete. He's scored in the Champions League, and then for recovery, he's gone in an ice bath. Now, not many of us watching this video will be scoring in the Champions League, but I'm sure many of us will be doing workouts, whether it's running, in the gym, whatever it is. A good way for recovery is putting yourself in cold water. An ice bath, a cold plunge. I mean, if you're Erling Haaland, you could probably get a cryotherapy chamber. I know he has one in his house, so that's why I say that. And yeah, cold showers, of course. Not only Erling Haaland uses cold water therapy for his recovery, but do you know Alexander the Great? Yes, well, he actually ordered his men to go into ice baths and cold water so they would recover well. And you know, this is a long thing that this has been going on for so many years throughout history. And Alexander the Great, a man who conquered many different countries across the world, ordered his men to go in cold water. So, you know, it's not just a recent trend, this thing. It's been going on for decades and centuries. So, what are the benefits? Energy, endorphins, recovery. And how can you do this yourself? Well, you can do a cold shower in the morning, always good. I actually like to do a cold shower after a gym session and before a sauna. So after the gym session, I'll do a cold shower, then I'll dip in the pool, and then I'll get in the sauna in the steam room. And then I'll usually go sauna, cold shower, or sauna, swimming pool. That's one way to do it. Or you can do the ice baths, where you just dip yourself in an ice bath. You can do the ice plunge, the cold plunge, where it's just cold water, you know, you're plunging in, you're getting out. Ice bath, you're usually sitting in there. Or you can go in an English sea. That will be a lot colder. Currently I'm in Spain, but you know, if you go to a sea in Cornwall or Formby up north, or Blackpool, I'm sure those seas will give you a lot of endorphins, and they do, because I've been in those seas and it always makes you feel good. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Take care. Check out the TikTok, ZB Gymming. Go and like that video for me, please. I've just recorded it today, where I got in a cold water plunge, and yeah, a natural one. And yeah, see you in the next one. Peace out.